got my first guitar when I was 13 years old, and I don't remember it. It just came from like a mail order catalog, and the strings were just off the fret so high that your fingers would bleed because you weren't used to it, and it took forever to be able to press down hard enough to get a real clean sound. But I was determined, and you had to be determined if you had a guitar like that. I was determined to learn. The other challenge I had was we didn't have YouTube, we didn't have computers, we didn't even have the books that were needed because we lived out in the country in upstate New York. But I was able to get a hold of a pamphlet of chords, and of course I had the radio. So you'd listen to the radio and you'd try to take the chords that you learned and find those songs and figure them out. It was a lot of fun. So when I got a little bit older, like 18 or 19, I kind of went AWOL and I started hitchhiking around the country with a friend. And I carried an old Epiphone archtop guitar. Didn't have a case for it. But everywhere I went, I'd meet people that knew how to play, and they'd show me different things. And I remember the revelation of understanding that those chords that I was playing in the first position that I learned could be played in other places on the guitar. So just from the last few minutes here, I just want to show you one of them. You probably already know this, but if you don't, it just makes guitar playing so much more fun when you learn other places to find those same chords on your fingerboard. Okay, so let's just do the D chord, okay? I'm just going to show you 3 on the D chord. Okay, so hopefully you know your D chord, and it's shaped sort of like this. 2 fingers, there we go. It's nice and clean. Okay, so now to get to the next D, just move your pointer finger up to the 5th fret and press down that E string or that bottom string there, and then put 2 fingers, your middle finger and your ring finger. It's going to go right here, this string right here and here, these 2 strings. So it looks like this. See that? So that's a D chord. And then let me just show you the last one. Hopefully you can make an F chord. Probably one of the most challenging chords. And there are some little tips to do that chord if you're having a hard time with it. Basically, you start making the chord and then you roll over to that bottom note. See? But for this purposes of this, we're going to make that same formation up here at the 10th fret. So count down 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is right there. That's a D chord. Okay, so now let me just tell you one more thing. The 3rd string down, that's a D. Hear that? It's a D. Well, if you take this bottom string here and you move it down so that it matches to, there it is. They're both D's. So now you made your E string a D. You got that D.